Arab leaders have condemned Israel's 2-week-old bombardment of Gaza today at a gathering of Western and other leaders and demanded renewed efforts to end a decades-long cycle of violence between Israelis and Palestinians. They were addressing a hastily arranged gathering dubbed the Cairo Peace Summit that included leaders and foreign ministers from Europe, Africa, and the United States. Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Phulpati brought to Dasai Ghar at Hanuman Dhoka from Gorkha Palace today. Nepal Army organizes Phulpati parade. More than 700,000 people leave the capital. Non-resident Nepalese Association heading towards a split due to the dispute in the election of the new leadership. Dissatisfied group prepares to form a parallel working committee. The Cairo Peace Summit with leaders and top officials from more than a dozen countries gathered in Egypt to de-escalate the Israel-Hamas war ends without Gaza breakthrough. And South Africa thrashes defending world champions England by 229 runs at the ICC World Cup. Sri Lanka also defeats the Netherlands by 5 wickets. Phulpati was brought into homes today on the 7th day of the ongoing Dasai celebrations. Phulpati Day is also considered the first main day of Dasai celebrations that culminates into Vijayadashami Tika on the 10th day of the festival. As per Vedic traditions, special Phulpati worship was conducted today, while Phulpati was also brought from Gorkha Palace to Dasai Ghar in the capital's Basantapur. On this day, people plant 9 different kinds of flowers at their homes, as the 9 plants represent the 9 forms of goddess Durga. Prithvinarayan Shah, the first Shah king of unified Nepal, had started the tradition of bringing Phulpati from Gorkha Darbar to Hanuman Dhoka as a gesture to seek goddess Durga's blessings equally in Gorkha and Kathmandu. The Hindu devotees have flocked to various Durga temples since early morning today as well. Kalratri, the 7th representation of goddess Durga, is offered special prayers on this day. Meanwhile, the Nepal Army organized a Phulpati parade at the capital's Tunikhel. On the occasion, the Army also fired guns and cannons. An Army helicopter also showered flowers at Tunikhel during the celebrations. The President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Chief Justice, Speaker of the House, among other high-ranking officials were present at the function held at Tunikhel on the occasion of Phulpati today. More than 700,000 people have left the Kathmandu Valley to observe the Dasai festival. Crowds had been witnessed in majority of the transit points leaving the valley since early this morning, as around 150,000 left Kathmandu today. Traffic jam was witnessed from 6 a.m., which is usually unlikely on a Saturday morning. Traffic management was hectic in Koteshwar, Kalanki, Chabahil, Sadobato, among other transit points leaving the capital. People come to Kathmandu searching for job opportunities and better education and return home annually to celebrate the festival. Some people prefer to visit different tourist destinations during the Dasai holidays, while others choose to return home and celebrate the festival with friends and family. Dasai is considered the festival of gatherings and celebrations. Most people gather and observe the festival with their family and relatives who they have not met since a long time. Nepalese from abroad and who live away from home return on the occasion of Dasai. Around 700,000 people have already left Kathmandu within a week. Meanwhile, police have predicted that around 1 million people will leave the Kathmandu Valley on the occasion of Dasai this year. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked people in several provinces regarding their experience while traveling during the Dasai festival. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
बस नपाउने सीट नपाउने
बसमा आउँदा सजिलो सीट पायो
लामो दूरी यात्रा गर्ने मान्छेहरुलाई त अब बडो अलिकति बढी भाडा तिरेर भए पनि जाम त्यो त एक किसिमको ठगी धन्दा हो नि त हो त्यो त्यही किसिमको समस्याहरु अब भोग्नु परिरहेको छ
अहिले खै सधैँ छ भने राम्रै छ
3-4 दिन अगाडि नै बहिनीलाई भनेर सिट चाहिँ रिजर्भ गर्न लगाएको थिए र सिटमा बसेर आए
खाना खाने ठाउँ अलि सफा यस्तो मेन्टेन थिएन अनि अलि भिड थियो अनि बाटो चाहिँ अब नेपालको बाटोको चाहिँ के कुरा गर्नु र सधैँ उस्तै नै हो
हामीले यति भाडा किन भनेर सोध्दाखेरि अब पेट्रोलको भाउ बढ्या छ भन्नुहुन्छ उहाँहरूले अब यथार्थमा हामीलाई सबै थाहा हुँदैन हामीलाई त घर पुग्नु पाए हुन्थ्यो भने जस्तो हुन्छ
1250 रुपैयाँ अब यहाँको भाडा लाग्छ भने हामीले अहिले 3000 तिरेका छौँ।
चाडबाड बढेपछि चाहिँ अलि सिटहरू पाउने गाह्रो अनि भाडाहरू अलिकति दोब्बर हुने त्यस्तो चाहिँ हुन्छ।
मुगबाट आउनुपर्ने हात जोडेर हामीले लैजा भनेर आउनुपर्ने अवस्था पुग्यो।
बसको अवस्था पनि राम्रै लाग्यो।
बाटोले गर्दा चाहिँ अलि यात्रा गर्ने मान्छेहरूलाई नै गाह्रो भयो।
Dispute has surfaced within the non-resident Nepalese Association following disagreement regarding the election of the new leadership. The disgruntled group has indulged in discussion after making accusations of election fraud. The Working Committee of Non-Resident Nepalese Association has taken the oath of office and secrecy today after the Election Committee published the result after amendment. The Election Committee had administered the oath of office and secrecy to the Working Committee. Badri Kesi had been elected as the president of NRNA from Thursday's election. Kesi said that he was willing to quit the post if election fraud was verified. He went on to pledge to move forward by incorporating everyone. Aspirants for the leadership post, Rajendra Kumar Sharma and Mahesh Shrestha, had rejected the election result, saying that Kesi had failed to abide by the agreement reached on Friday. They had reached a consensus to halt the election process for 2 weeks until the investigation concludes and announced the final result. They had held a press meet at a hotel in Lalitpur earlier today and expressed dissatisfaction towards the election result. Minister for Foreign Affairs N.P. Saud had met with the disgruntled group of NRNA. Additional discussions had been held on opting for legal process to form a parallel committee. 3 presidents had been appointed during the previous General Assembly of NRNA following controversy. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what should be done to thwart cheating using internet? 27% voted for A, effective monitoring, 32% voted for B, strict actions, and 41% voted for C, public awareness. Here's today's question. Why have discussions not been held on parliamentary resolution motion and proposals of public importance? Your options are A, unaware of its importance, B, government's disregard, and C, indifference by the speaker. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international update. Leaders and top officials from more than a dozen countries gathered in the Egyptian capital Cairo for a conference to discuss ways to de-escalate the Israel-Hamas war amid growing fears of a wider Middle East conflict has ended without Gaza breakthrough. Dubbed the Cairo Peace Summit, representatives from countries including Jordan, France, Germany, Russia, China, and the United Kingdom, the United States, Qatar, and South Africa attended the one-day meeting today, together with United Nations and European Union officials. In his opening remarks, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi had invited leaders to come to an agreement for a roadmap to end the humanitarian disaster in the Gaza Strip and revive a path to peace between Israel and the Palestinians. Meanwhile, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas told the international conference in Cairo that Palestinians will not accept to be transferred outside the Gaza Strip despite relentless bombardment from the Israeli army. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.